Hey everybody, today I'm going to be walking you through how to grill a couple chuckeye steaks. You guys know this is one of my favorite cuts of meat, and I'm going to make it really simple for you. There's actually two ways that I normally grill these up, and I'm going to walk you through both ways, easy peasy. I got this request from one of my viewers from YouTube. She commented, hey, I really need some confidence in grilling. And I think it's such a good topic because you don't see that many women grilling out, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you guys can't do it. I learned how to grill from my dad, and he was a great example for me, and I'm gonna share my tips and tricks with you, and hopefully it helps you feel more confident with the grill. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do, and again, I'm working on a gas grill here, is fire up my grill and make sure my gas is on. And then I'm gonna open the top and I'm gonna push this in to light and then hit the igniter. There you go. Really easy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just turn on my other burners here. Now, at this point, I'm just preheating the grill, and I'm gonna give it usually like 5 minutes and go ahead and close it. I've got a temperature gauge on here. I like it to get to 400, 450 for the preheat, and then I will pop on my steaks. All right, so this steak is going straight on the grill. Just so you are aware of how I prep these, I pull them out of the package, I dab them off so that they're dry, I cover them with salt, and then I let them sit in the refrigerator for several hours. These have been sitting out for a little while, so they've got some. Okay, so I told you I was going to give you two ways to cook these chuckeye steaks. The first way is to reverse sear them. That means that they spend a little bit of time in the oven and they cook partially. Now, usually I just put the oven on like 325 for about 20 minutes. Let them really warm up and cook just a little bit. And then after about that 20-minute mark, pull them out and then pop them on the grill to cook just a tad bit. I like my steaks a little bit rare. So I'm gonna pop one of these steaks into the oven to bake a little bit for the reverse sear method. And the other one I'm gonna keep out, and we're just gonna cook it straight up on the grill without the reverse sear. Okay, here we are out at my grill. Got my tongs. The steak is going straight on. It has not been baked at all. But I also just wanted to show you, we have a little bit of a storm brewing, which is pretty cool. I also have this really handy meat thermometer. I mean, I would highly recommend it for a beginner. It gives you some guidelines here on the back. Now, these recommended internal temperatures are way too high in my opinion, but it is sort of like a safety precaution for the manufacturer to put those on there. I would go a little bit less, but in general, it's a place to start. But it's super easy to use, and that way you're feeling confident that you're not eating super raw meat if you're concerned with that. So the steaks we're working with today are chuckeye steaks. You can see they're about 1.5 inches, pretty thick. And we're gonna wanna give these at least 5 minutes aside at around 500 degrees. Very nice. Go ahead and just Not too hot, but you can see it's very warmed through. It's got a good little salt crust on it. Now I don't put too much, but just enough. Let's take it to the grill. Okay, so I'm just sitting here on my porch waiting for the grill to heat up. Like I said, I like it to get around 450 or 500 before I put those steaks on. But I just want to talk a minute about grilling. So I grill with charcoal, also grill a good bit with my gas grill just because it's so handy. But nothing compares with that charcoal flavor that you get. So there's something to be said for that. It does take a lot more time and preparation. But today, really what I'm trying to do is just show you how easy it is to use a gas grill and to not be afraid of getting out there and trying to grill your meat. Okay, so we are getting really close to the temperature. Storm is brewing, as you can hear by that thunder. Hopefully I can grill this meat up before the rain starts. All right, so here is the steak that has been baked a little bit for the reverse sear method. This one is still raw, and we are ready to pop these on the grill. So grill is piping hot, as you can see. You want it to be nice and hot to sear the steak. I'm gonna put this one on the back, and then you put it down, you don't touch it. Here's our reverse sear steak. Again, put it down, don't touch it. You want them to get a really nice crust. The best way to do that is just to leave it alone on a really hot grate. And I'm gonna let these go for about 5 minutes and check, and then flip them. I tend to go half the time with the top closed and kind of half the time with the top open. You want to give it some air. You don't want it to be like an oven, so you got to find a balance. Okay, let's check on these steaks. Now they have been on for 6 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful sear. Beautiful. Okay, let's let them go another 5 or 6 minutes. These are really looking good. Okay, I am feeling good about taking these off. This one was the reverse sear. This one was the non-reverse sear. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn these off. And we made it through the possible rainstorm. Got my steaks grilled. Okay, so I just pulled these off the grill. We're gonna let them rest for at least 5 to 7 minutes before you cut into them. That's probably one of the most important things because you want to leave the juice in there. So yeah, again, like you saw, really easy, and I don't want anybody to be intimidated by grilling.